Hey, fifth graders. So today, in today's video, we're going to continue practicing the different ways of using the order of operations to evaluate expressions as well as understand word forms of various expressions or equations. Okay, so just like we start all of our videos, just want to review the actual order of operations. So remember, we have four main operations, which you've been doing forever: multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Okay. Then in fifth grade, we add a couple more. We have parentheses as well as exponents. Now, parentheses really isn't an operation itself, but we do whatever's inside the parentheses. Okay. So here we go. So in order of how we solve various equations as well as expressions, okay, we know that we have to do parentheses first. Whatever inside parentheses, that's what we take care of and perform first. Okay. Second is exponents. Okay. Third is multiplication and division. All right. Those fall in the same order. Now, like I've said before, if we have multiplication and division in the same equation, you have to perform it left to right. All right. Then lastly, we finish with addition and subtraction. Much like our last step, addition and subtraction fall in the same step, same order. Okay. So if we have addition and subtraction in an equation, we have to perform it left to right. All right. So in the previous video as well, I even introduced our buzzwords for order of operations. Okay. So whenever we hear product, difference, quotient, or sum, we're thinking the result of all of those different operations. Okay. So if we hear that in a word form or a word sentence depicting a equation, we know that that's the result of two numbers with an operation. Okay. So that indicates that there are parentheses. Okay. So whenever we hear product, we think of result of multiplication, difference, result of subtraction, quotient is the result of division, and sum is the result of addition. So whenever we hear those words, we're thinking parentheses. Okay? Alright, and then from there we have a bunch of different buzzwords that indicate various operations. For multiplication, we have times, multiply, or half. For division, we have divided, divide, or half, again. Addition, we have added, add, plus, okay, and then subtraction, minus, minuses, take away, subtract. Okay, guys? All right, so we're going to be spending time today dedicated to figuring out what word sentences and word forms mean in terms of rewriting them as an equation and then solving and evaluating that equation. Okay? All right, so let me get back to my PowerPoint real quick, and we'll be doing some of our practice problems. Okay, guys. During our practice problems, we'll be doing page 638. Okay, I want you to follow along on page 638 as I complete these. Okay, so they'll be in your teacher manual packet. All right, so page 638. All right, it says draw a picture to show what the phrase 2 times the difference of 8 and 1 means. Then write an expression. I'm actually going to write the expression first. It's just easier for me, and then we're going to go back and draw a picture. So we got to know what operations we're using based off the words that are in my phrase here, okay? So there's two big words in here that I need to recognize. All right, operation, okay? So I see times right here. Now times indicates that we're using what? Multiplication, right? Now, what's the word that we use as the result of multiplication? That would be the product. So for this particular one, it's just multiplication. That's it. It's not the result. It's just saying we are multiplying 2 times something. Okay? So I know that that is just multiplication. Okay? All right. Now the other big buzzword here is difference. Now, you'll notice when I need to subtract, you hear those buzzwords: subtract, minus, subtracted, take away, right? Those indicate subtraction. Okay, just subtract itself, right? But it says difference here. And difference is the word I use, is the buzzword I use for the result of subtraction, right? So I notice that it's the difference of 8 and 1. So remember what I said in our introduction. Difference indicates what? Parentheses, okay? So I know it is subtraction, but it's in parentheses, okay? It's wanting me to indicate that I need to find the difference of 8 and 1 before I can multiply it. So let's just rewrite this as an equation, okay? So I see 2 times, right? 2 times, okay? And then when I see the difference, that indicates I need parentheses of 8 and, oh, not and, sorry guys, of 8 minus 1. Okay? Very good. And there is our equation for our word phrase. Now, it asks me to draw a picture to depict that, okay? Well, I know that I have to have 8 minus 1, okay? I know that I have to. So, let's just draw 8 circles. 7 and 8. And how could I indicate taking one away? Well, let's just X one off, right? That indicates 8 minus 1, right? And that's what I would perform first. But, hey Deb, you got some birthdays? Awesome. Alright, but we need to multiply that by 2, so I need to have it 2 separate times. Okay? So I would redraw my 8, indicating that I'm multiplying 8 times 2, and I'm taking it away. And what do I end up with? I would end up with 14 in both. Alright? Alright, we're going to scooch over to 8, guys. Number 8. Okay. Alright, scooch over to number 8. Okay, so much the same. We're just going to practice by drawing an equation, writing an equation, as well as drawing a picture. Okay? So it says, write an expression for the phrase 6 plus the quotient of 15 and 3. Okay? Draw a picture and write an equation. So I like to write an equation first just to figure out what that phrase means. Okay? So I need to figure out what are my operations I'm doing here. And with those operations, which one indicates a result of? Okay? The first one I see is plus. Plus. Anybody remember what the result of addition would be? It would be the sum, right? So if it's just saying plus, that means all I'm doing is adding. Okay? I'm adding that to another number. It does not indicate parentheses. Now, I move down the line, I see that 6 plus the quotient of 15 and 3. Quotient. Quotient indicates the result of division, which means we should be placing them inside parentheses. Very good. Because if it just wanted us to divide left to right, it would say divide, divided, right? But quotient indicates the result of, so we need parentheses. So division and parentheses. Very good. So let's rewrite it down here. I see that it's 6 plus the quotient of 2 numbers. So parentheses, 15 divided by 3. Okay? Now, technically, if we were to follow the order of operations, wouldn't we do division before addition anyways? So technically we wouldn't need the parentheses, but I just like to write them there just because it's easier for me, and it definitely indicates that I have to do that first. Okay? Alright, now it says draw a picture. Okay, well, I know that I have to do the division first, right? But, I'm going to start by saying that I know I need to add 6, okay? So I know I need to add 6. Okay? But I'm going to fill these in. I'm going to show you why I'm filling them in. Okay? Here in a second. Now, I know that I'm adding these, right? But I'm also dividing 15 into 3 separate groups, aren't I? So I could say, I know that that's 5 already, so I could say that I have 5 in 3 separate groups. And based off of what I did over here by filling them in, I could do the same with the ones that I actually need to have represented in the problem. that, and I would end up with 6 plus 5 equals 11. And same up here. 15 divided by 3 would be 5, plus 6 is 11. Alright guys, hopefully this was helpful. We're not going to do number 9. So just make sure when you guys are, you're reading your phrases, your number expression phrases, use your guide in your student work packet to help you understand, alright, which one is the result of an operation and which one is just the operation by itself. Okay? Because if it's a key buzzword that means the result of a various operation, that almost always indicates using parentheses. Okay? Alright guys.